Hey there, welcome to Probation Insight. Now, if you're new here, karibu sana. If you're not, thank you so much for learning with me and learning together. So in this video today, I'm talking about the types of reports that are mainly asked or required from us by the courts. Now, as a good teacher, I'm going to start from the most common to the least. Also, depending on how much I have done as a probation officer. So let's get right into the video. So let me start with the bail or bond report. I'm starting with this because it's going to form the foundation for the next report that I'm going to talk about. So the bail and bond report. Let me just tell you first of all that every Kenyan, according to our constitution, is entitled to a bail or bond. As much as they are entitled to a bail or bond, the court at times, in its wisdom, will not just grant them. And even if they can be able to pay, sometimes it's not safe. So what they would require from us is a bail or bond report. Now, what we are looking for as I do this report is, number one, is this person a flight risk? Are they likely to abscond court when given bail or bond? Does this person have a fixed abode? Do they come from a place that is well known by the people, and not just people, but the local administrator? And that's number two. The other thing that I would highlight in my report is, are they even able to afford the bail or bond? And that is in relation to the type of offense that they have committed. Are they able to afford? Do they have a stable source of income? Or even if they do not have that, do they have a good support system that will not only ensure that they come to court, but will be able to support him if he is granted the bail or the bond that the court would. So the other thing that I would highlight in my report is, do they have a family? Are they stable in the family? Is this a breadwinner such that they would not, because this would tie very closely with them being a flight risk, they would not leave their family. That's ideally, that they would not leave their family and run away. These are people that their family would keep them to that place. For example, this is a young woman or maybe a young man who has a young family, or maybe just 2 children or 3 who are in school, who are school going, and he's been paying for their school fees, or maybe providing for them, or maybe what I just mean is that he or she is the sole breadwinner. So probably they would not compromise their family by running away. So the other important aspect is the victim. What does the victim feel about the accused person being out on bond? Do they feel that their life would be threatened by them being out? Is there a possibility that the victim or the victim's family are likely to harm this offender when they are released out on bond? The other thing that is very closely related to that is, how does the community feel about this person being out on bail or bond? Is this someone that they will easily attack? Is this someone that the community needs to heal fast before they see him? Because we've seen in instances where murder has been committed or sexual offenses, crimes have been committed, you'd find that not only is the family of the victim angry towards this offender, but also the community would be hostile. Actually, that's the word. Are they hostile towards the offender, such that when the offense has been committed today or maybe this week, and the person has been apprehended and brought to court, and then the court has granted them bail or bond, and then they come out to the community, and the community was not ready for them, and they would probably do something harmful towards this person. So those are some of the things that I would highlight in my bail or bond report. Do they have a fixed abode? Do they reside in a place that is known not only to the people but also to the local administrator? Are they a flight risk? Do they have a family that they support? Like, what is their role in the family? And what is the position of the community towards the offender being granted a bail or bond? And then what is the position of the accused, of the victim towards the offender being granted bail or bond? And also, it's also important to note what is their position in their community, what is their social status. Do they have a good support system? Is the family able to support this person in cases of personal bond or free bond? Is there someone to ensure that they make it to court when they are needed? We move on to the other one, which is very, very common. It's referred to as the pre-sentence report. Now, as the name suggests, it's a pre-sentence. It's coming before the sentencing. Now, the court would ask of this report to be able to know if this individual can be granted a non-custodial sentence. And because that's why we exist, to manage offenders serving non-custodial sentences, so they require from us a pre-sentence report. Some of the things that I would highlight in a pre-sentence report, things that I've talked about in the pre-bail, but these ones will also include like the circumstances of the offense. Like, why did they commit the offense? What are the mitigating factors for them to commit the offense? Is this their first time that they are committing an offense, or are they repeat offenders? Remember that every other thing that I highlighted in the bail or bond, I would include them. But now with this, I'm leaning towards what would make this person suitable for a non-custodial, for them to serve their sentence while outside, and they are or not serve. While in the pre-bail report, this person has not yet been convicted, so I'm not inclined to asking them, why did you commit this offense? I think I'm also looking at when I'm writing a pre-sentence report is, what is the relationship between the offender and the victim? Have they also been able to look for ways to compensate, especially the offender, has he or she looked for ways to compensate the victim? These are in instances where compensation is encouraged, because do they have a good social support system? And I'm also looking at their standing in the community. What does the local administration has to say about them? Is it that this is a person that is well known for committing crimes in the community? Do the community feel threatened that if this person serves their sentence in the community, they're likely to reoffend? Or maybe it's only this time that they've been apprehended. They've been doing this, but it's just that hawajakuwa wakishikwa. So what type of people are they? What is their conduct? From the family, I would go to the family and get to find out what type of a person he or she is, because the family would know them, would know him better, would know him or her better. And also, you want that when this person is placed on a non-custodial sentence, you're not only dealing you and the offender or the probationer at that time, you're also involving the system, the family system, the community, all these people, so that you see that this person does not offend again. Critical thing that I forgot to mention in the pre-sentence report is that you're looking at if this person is given another sentence, let's say a custodial sentence of imprisonment, who is likely to suffer? Is this person a breadwinner, such that when they are given this type of a sentence, there are children who will suffer because of that? You're also looking at the victim, of course, the victim's rights. how do they feel if this person is given an uncustodial sentence? Are they threatened by that? And what are some of the things that would make them feel this person is not suitable for a non-custodial sentence? Pre-sentence report, you're also looking at the criminogenic factors that contributed to this person offending, and then because you're going to make a decision or maybe recommendation for you to place this person on an uncustodial sentence, in your head as a professional, you're thinking of ways to help them so that when the court gives them that period, which you're also going to recommend within 2 years, this is what we are going to do with this individual. So you're looking at ways to help them. You have already in your way gathered and know that if this person is given this sentence, this is what we are going to do for this period of time, such that they're able to, you have goals that you want to achieve, so that the main aim of a non-custodial sentence is one, to decongest the prisons, and then the other one is behavior change. I think that's the most critical thing for non-custodial sentences, which you highlight in the pre-sentence report. You also highlight what you're going to do with this person for the period that you have recommended, be it 2 years, be it 1 year, be it 6 months. You put what you want to do with this offender.